The United Nations is working hard to increase our capacity to really understand the nexus of climate change and peace and security. So we're talking about the indirect threat of climate change and the interaction of climate change as an additional threat multiplier that really interacts with socioeconomic, political, and demographic factors in a manner that could be dangerous. And one of the things we've done, for instance, is we have, as of late last year, November 2018, the United Nations started a joint initiative between the Department of Political and Peacebuilding Affairs, the UN Development Program, and the UN Environment Program. They started a joint initiative to really address the issue of climate security. There are three priorities in this joint program. We're trying to first create a dedicated capacity to really improve our ability to analyze the impacts of climate change and peace and security. That means better risk assessments, better analysis, and joint action. Secondly, building on top of these risk assessments, we're trying to establish a common evidence base for what works in terms of risk prevention and risk management strategy. Thirdly, another priority area for us will be advocacy and partnerships, both in the United Nations system, but also beyond the United Nations system. There could be member states, that's local communities. It's really building awareness around the issue, highlighting how it connects, and creating a buy-in from people to really understand how this complex interaction works. And it's very much something that we want to talk to communities on the ground. It's not something that should be hidden in the conference rooms of New York or Geneva or Vienna. It should be something that we talk about with the people in the areas that feel it as a reality every day. There is an idea amongst the member states to push for this. They argue that the United Nations should have a central clearinghouse, so to speak, or even bigger, a really central hub for climate security in the United Nations that pools resources, pools analysis, and pools capacity. We don't have that yet. It's not something that UN can create out of our own interest. It would require a mandate from member states. But the institutional home might come in the future. We don't have it.